I was at Kroger. Before I made it inside, I saw a baby locked in a car. My first instinct was to sniff the baby's hair. So my urge to do the right thing grew stronger and stronger. So I found a huge rock, and I proceeded to throw it through the window.
Catch a rare glimpse into the heroic tales of Biden, a narrative like no other, exclusive to our channel. Give that like button a tap if you're eager for more, and subscribe to stay in the loop. Now, prepare to be enthralled by Biden in his very own words. Remember, you won't find this footage anywhere else. Biden, by his own account, is a hero who deserves our respect and admiration. Show your support by hitting like, subscribing if you're new, and sharing across platforms. Your engagement fuels our motivation to bring you more videos like this. Stay tuned.
I want to share two stories with the American people today. Two stories that they will melt your heart. They will let you know, beyond the reasonable shadows in the pasture, even if you doubt Wisconsin. First story, I was at Kroger. Before I made it inside, I saw a baby locked in a car. My first instinct was to sniff the baby's hair. Then I thought I could rescue the baby. But there was a window there. So my urge to do the right thing grew stronger and stronger. So I found a huge rock, and I proceeded to throw it through the window. To my surprise, the window broke quietly. Actually, the window, it was down. After realizing this, I quickly ran to the car. Bad day for the baby, but I had to think fast. I reached in there with my entire body. I reached in there and I sniffed that baby before I got away. I'm a hero. I'm a hero because my uncle Purvis, he lives in Nebraska or maybe Colorado. Well, my point is that he is an American citizen, and during a time when it's so hard for employers to employ people, Uncle Purvis, he said, I'm going to accept. He accepted a lower wage. He accepted a lower wage and has joined the ranks of the gainfully employed. He works at a summer camp with young boys and girls that are about to be molested. I know what you're thinking. Shame. Shame on you for thinking that, for thinking less of a man, just because the pay isn't what you would accept. Sometimes, as Mexicans, we must lower our standards in order to land a job that makes us happy. And if you ask Uncle Purvis, he'll tell you he hasn't worked a day. He has not worked a single day in his entire life. That's only because he loves his job. The pay might not be great, but the benefits, well, you know.
Is President Joe Biden showing signs of dementia? This question has been a topic of debate for some time now. It's a query that's been echoing across the nation, from casual conversations at the dinner table to the high-energy discourse of social media platforms. Concerns about Biden's mental health have been a recurring theme, with some people pointing to occasional verbal slips and moments of forgetfulness as potential red flags. Former President Donald Trump even threw down the gauntlet, challenging Biden to take a cognitive test. However, it's important to underline that medical professionals have been clear in their assessment. They've stated that Biden does not have dementia or mild cognitive impairment. This assessment has been based on comprehensive evaluations and thorough medical records. But what are the incidents that have fueled these concerns? Let's delve into some of those. Several incidents have raised questions about Biden's cognitive health. Let's take a chronological look at them. Firstly, we've seen instances where Biden seemed to lose track of his surroundings. For instance, there were moments during his presidential campaign where he appeared confused about his location, referring to the wrong states or cities. Another time, during a press conference, he seemed to forget the question mid-sentence, losing his train of thought. Moving on, there have been times when Biden called out to people who weren't there. One such incident was during a virtual town hall meeting where he seemed to be speaking to someone off camera, but there was no one there. He's also had instances of addressing the wrong person in a conversation, leading to some awkward moments. Furthermore, there have been instances where White House staff had to guide him in walking around and doing simple tasks. In one such instance, a staff member had to direct him back to the podium after he walked away mid-conference. On another occasion, he was seen being guided around an unfamiliar location during an official visit. Finally, there were also moments where Biden seemed to struggle with his speech, often stuttering or mispronouncing words. This has led to speculation about possible cognitive decline, although it's worth noting that Biden has been open about his lifelong struggle with a stutter. These incidents do raise questions, but do they conclusively point to dementia? Let's summarize our discussion. So, we've seen the incidents that have raised concerns about President Biden's mental health. From falling asleep during pivotal events to seemingly calling out to non-existent people, these instances have certainly sparked a debate about the president's cognitive abilities. Yet there are also moments where the president has needed guidance in basic navigation or in performing simple tasks. While these incidents may appear concerning, it's crucial to remember that they do not definitively indicate that President Biden is suffering from dementia or any form of cognitive impairment. In fact, medical professionals who are far more qualified to make such assessments have stated that Biden does not have dementia or mild cognitive impairment. This is not to discount the observations made, but rather to underscore the importance of relying on expert opinion and thorough medical examination when it comes to such serious diagnoses. While the debate about President Biden's mental health continues, it is important to remember that conclusive evidence is necessary before drawing any conclusions.